Everyone around him is spiraling, refreshing the same feed, reacting to every rumor like it's a verdict. Panic dressed up as productivity. And in the middle of that noise sits one person who hasn't moved an inch, who watched his entire plan collapse and simply started rebuilding. That's not luck. That's a law he never broke. Most people will tell you comebacks are about motivation, about finally wanting it enough. But that's not what this is about. Here's why. Motivation is a mood, and moods don't survive contact with real failure. Marcus Aurelius wrote that the impediment to action advances action. Light Yagami never read that line, but he lived it. What brought him back wasn't a feeling. It was a set of laws that didn't care how he felt. Here's why that backfires. Principle 1. What is outside your control is not your concern. What is inside it is your only concern. Light stopped spending energy on whether he'd be discovered and spent all of it on what he could still do next. It works because energy spent on the uncontrollable is energy stolen from the controllable. And that theft compounds until you have nothing left for the fight that's actually yours. Think of it like gripping smoke instead of the rope right beside it. The reframe. Control is a rope. Everything else is smoke. Think about the last time you spent an entire day worrying about something you had zero power to change. Ask yourself honestly, what could you have built instead with that same energy pointed somewhere real? And here's the problem. Principle 2. The obstacle is the way, not the interruption to it. When his plan fell apart, Light treated the collapse itself as the next move, not a detour from it. It works because the mind that waits for smooth conditions never actually starts, while the mind that builds inside the wreckage is always in motion. Picture a river that doesn't stop at a boulder, it just carves a new path around it, immediately. The insight. There is no once things calm down. There is only now, shaped by whatever's in front of you. This is where it changes. Principle 3. A man who fears losing everything has already lost something, his stillness. Light never let the fear of collapse take the one thing that actually protected him, his composure. It works because fear announces itself through the body first, through shaking hands and rushed decisions. And once your body is loud, your enemies can read you like an open page. Think of it like still water at night, giving away nothing beneath the surface. The reframe. Composure isn't the absence of fear, it's fear with its mouth shut. Here's what nobody admits. Principle 4. You do not rise by avoiding the fall. You rise by knowing exactly what the fall costs before you take the risk. Every move Light made after his collapse was priced in advance, worst case fully accepted. It works because uncalculated risk is just hope wearing a disguise, and hope alone has never once won against a real opponent. Picture a man walking a narrow ledge who has already made peace with the height. The insight. Fear of falling disappears the moment you've already decided you can survive the landing. And this is the one people skip. Principle 5. The comeback is not a single moment. It is 1,000 ordinary ones, repeated without applause. Light didn't return in one dramatic scene. He returned in 100 small, unglamorous decisions nobody was watching. It works because the world only sees the finished version of a comeback, never the invisible repetition that built it. Think of it like a blade sharpened alone, in a room with no audience, long before it's ever drawn in front of anyone. The reframe. Nobody claps for the sharpening, they only clap for the cut. Here's the part that should sit with you. Every one of these laws was available to you before you ever watched this video. The only thing missing wasn't information. It was the will to apply it when nobody was clapping. Your 24-hour challenge. Pick the one thing you've been avoiding because it feels uncontrollable, and spend 15 minutes today on the one part of it you actually can control. Comment the number 1 through 5 of the law you've broken the most this year. Not the one that sounds noble, the one you already know is true.